just thought, yeah, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this new toy that we're announcing today. So we've been doing Raspberry Pi for, depending on how you count, somewhere between 3 and 8 years. And as I guess a lot of you know, the thing that we've been trying to do with Raspberry Pi is to get more children into computing. We've been trying to give children today the same kind of experience that people of my generation, people who grew up in the 1980s and early 1990s have. The idea of having a computer in your bedroom which is hackable, which is fun, that you can do fun stuff with, but which is also hackable and gives you a fighting chance of actually learning something about what goes on inside the shiny box. We put the original Raspberry Pi into the market with element 14 on the 29th of February 2012. It's an appalling decision because our birthday parties haven't been really particularly good so far. We're going to have absolutely fantastic birthday party next year. But so we are almost exactly 35 months into Raspberry Pi. It's been successful, I guess, beyond our wildest dreams. When we were first doing Raspberry Pi, I think we thought, what did we think? We thought we were going to do 2,000, 10,000 in our wildest dreams. We might get 10,000 of these into the hands of kids. We're 3 years in. We've sold about 4.5 million of them. We think that somewhere between 1 and 2 million of those are now in the hands of children. I mean, for the first few months, maybe we were concerned they were going into the pockets of people like me, but over time it's become clear that there is interest among children in learning computing. As much as anything, there's interest from children in learning a thing that their parents don't understand. And we've been doing this at the same time as a lot of other people. Obviously, we've come to this realization that there's a need for more computer literacy, more genuine, meaningful computer literacy among people. At the same time, there's a lot of other voluntary organisations such as Code.org, Code Club, Code Dojo, and also a growing interest from all the corporates. We've had some fantastic support from Google. We've had some fantastic support from Oracle in getting Raspberry Pi and Raspberry Pi related products out into the education system in the UK. So yeah, 4.5 million Raspberry Pis, 1.5 million of them in the hands of kids. I guess a real surprise for us has been A, the level of hobbyist interest in this, and B, the level of industrial interest in this. So we've actually seen people starting to use Raspberry Pis as industrial control computers. And we've started to see, probably over the last year, as we've made sort of strides with the software stack of Raspberry Pi, we've seen people starting to actually use the Raspberry Pi as a regular computer. So we've seen people finding ways to use Raspberry Pi as a productivity machine. All the way through that, we've done a lot of software investment to make Raspberry Pi 1 into a genuinely usable productivity machine. But all through this, all through the last 3 years, there has been this awareness that Raspberry Pi as a platform is deficient in some respects. The Raspberry Pi has a level of computing power of a PC from the turn of the century. Even after we doubled the RAM 6 months into the program, still only had half a gigabyte of memory. And so for the last year, we've been looking at ways that we can produce a follow-on, a successful Raspberry Pi that retains all of the positive things about Raspberry Pi, and in particular retains compatibility. That's really been key to us. Retains complete compatibility of the existing Raspberry Pi product line, but addresses those two deficiencies. And today we've got one. So this is Raspberry Pi 2. Those of you who've seen a Raspberry Pi B+, which is the product we've been shipping since last July, you'll find it looks dispiritingly identical. If you look on the back, you can see the memory's on the back now. That's the major aesthetic change. That's what we're selling. Is a computer with memory on the back. But what we've done is we've gone from a single core 700 MHz ARM 11 to a quad core 900 MHz ARM Cortex A7. And that gives us something like 6 times the processing power. It takes Raspberry Pi to a level of performance which makes it genuinely a PC. We have people in the office, we have power users in the office of Raspberry Pi now who are using this as their PC at home. It is a usable Linux box. We've been able to double the memory to 1 gigabyte thanks to some sterling work from our friends at Micron. Really what we think Raspberry Pi does is it removes that caveat. Raspberry Pi was a great little PC insofar as it cost you $35. You had to be a bit forgiving because it cost you $35. This still costs $35. This is just a great PC. There is no caveat. So we've had a fantastic time developing this. It's been a couple of years of some of the most fun engineering I've ever done, certainly. There are about, how many of them are these are in existence today? 100,000-ish? We've been building these solidly at Sony in South Wales for the last few weeks. There are about 100,000 in existence, mobile for sale today, and partners at Element 14. And we really can't wait to see what people get up to. So yeah, hoping for another 3 good years with this one. Thanks very much.